ideas for you to begin with. I like to move through all of the joints and everything first. So you might like to just take a nice big stretch up. You have to be mindful. Some people have shoulder injuries and bursitis, so they can't even get their hands up. So just taking their arms up to where they feel they can. And tucking the chin toward the chest, rounding the shoulders forward, coming into a Pilates roll down. Come down, let the head just hang heavy and then rolling back up. Doing that a couple of times. Other options are take the arms out, kind of a little booty pop out here so that they open, expand the chest, bring the arms together, and then draw the tailbone down and extend out through the arms so the shoulders protract and they get a really nice shoulder stretch. And we can come up. You can take half circles. I always keep a slight bend in my knees and tailbone tucked down so the postural alignment is really nice. Come across to one side, release neck, tell them to take it really slow. Don't ever go into full circles because that's generally when something with the neck can happen and it's not worth it. Just look over to one side, see how the neck feels, look over to the other side. And then you could repeat that again, something like that. Just to begin with, you could do paints. So just moving through the hands up and down, that moves through the wrists. And then you could take, a couple of little side to side flows, just depending upon how you want to start. That's a couple of things, and just repeat it. Yep, so just repeat it. And then you can start to take the arms around if you want. So just move the body a little bit, moving through the knees. So just really paying attention to all the joints. Taking a couple of heel rolls is really nice. So I normally do one song that's about 4 minutes to 5 minutes long. A little bit of Tai Chi or slowness to move into all of the joints, moving through the wrists. So things like this is really nice. Up and down, out for the chest, forward for the back, move into the hips, couple of rotations, and then you're going to start moving. So for a starter, I always just start with a march. A march, you can start without the hands to begin with because then you can add the hands in. You could do a heel tap with the hands. You could do a side tap with the hands. You could do a heel back or toe back with the hands. And the arms can change at all times. So you could do a walk with the hands. You could do a heel tap with the hands like this. So it's getting them to really think about what they're doing because that's like 2 movements. You could do a toe back. Yeah. Or otherwise just keep the arms. If it's confusing you, don't do it because confused mind is going to confuse everybody else. So if it feels all right for you and you can instruct it, you can do it. So once again, it's just a high knee. It's a forward back. It's a tap out and a tap back. A forward front, tap out, tap back. Really simple. You could add those, do them as much as you want. And then you could vary it. So you could walk forward. You could toe tap, heel tap, and go back. For a toe tap, yeah? Walk forward, heel tap, 4 or 8, go back, toe tap, then stop stop them, get them to open up their legs nice and wide, and then you could add into some mobility of the hips, stability of the hips, and then get them just to roll nice and fast. Keep the elbows up as high as the shoulders just to break it up. And then you can go, all right, let's repeat that. You could go back into it again, forward, for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, go back. For a count of 4, 3, 2, repeat it like 6, 8 times, really easy. You can start to bring the arms up further, like you can go, all right, get a little low on those legs and let's bring those arms up. Or remember, you could be like this, or you could be like this. So change the arms, just for variations. You can keep the feet exactly the same, change the arms. You could even like this, as long as you don't confuse yourself. And then you can stop. So everybody still, hips Nice and steady. No wibble wobbling of the hips and going to the arms. Nice and strong in the arms, elbows up as high as the shoulders. This is a really good one. And then you could even start to come into, so if you want to just keep it really, really simple, keep with the same moves. When you come down, you could go for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to legs and down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting them to rock into their heels, lifting their toes so their knees, not injuring their knees, and back up. And then you can tap again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go down. Nice and slow. 4, 3, 2. Hug in that lower belly. Get your bellies working. Back up. We're going to go back. Let's go back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Let's go down. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you could have a play with those, okay? Another thing that you could do is toes out, knees. Make sure the knee tracks over the toes to give them some guidance here. We're going to start moving a little bit more into the waist, into the abs. So taking one arm out, lifting the other arm up, and you're either going down to knee or all the way down to ankle, which means they've got to shoot their bottom out. So give them direction over that. Anybody with knee challenges only comes here. And you could do it on the other side too. Up, yeah? And then you could get them to bring one leg in, take a little bend, and go one arm. And that brings a lot of stability and strength into the leg. They're not having to get down too low, and they've got to concentrate on that heel lifting up as they do the opposite arm. And then go over to the other side. Well, this is just stuff that'll make you up at the top of my head now. Okay, you could do that. So that's that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You could add that in. You could add this in, add this in. Another one is simple grapevine. Okay, this is really good. Simple grapevine. Then you can repeat it, add it in, mix it up, do whatever you want. I would suggest old school like moves. So even, you know, all this type of stuff. You know, be careful, like make sure your music's not too fast. Make sure they're able to stabilize. And then you can get them to be still. You could go everybody, tandem stance. One foot in front of the other. So play some games. Make sure to sink back into the heel as well as the top foot. All right, can you close one eye? And can you do the other one? If you can't, put a hand over, play some games. All right, and then you can go the other side. If you're feeling really confident, shut both eyes. And then you go, all right, we're going to speed it back up again and let's go. Grapevine. March. Let's go forward. Heel tap. Well done. Let's go down slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Let's go back. Let's toe tap. 3, 2, 1. And how about we add the arms here? So have some fun. All right, that's a couple of ideas. See what you think.